have pretty much just woken up and I'm looking so super rough. My task after breakfast is to wash and blow dry my hair. Not looking my best, but the breakfast that I'm gonna have today is basically the breakfast that I have every single morning at the moment. Like, since we have lived in this flat, so for the last month, I have pretty much had this every single day, and I'm not joking. And I really like it. It's easy, it's quick, it feels reasonably healthy and quite filling. So we're gonna go make it. First things first, gonna get a bowl. Next things next, gonna get the porridge. This is the quick oat honey flavoured porridge. This is just Coles own brand. Coles is like one of the two main supermarkets here in Australia. Imagine it being like Tesco, Asda, that kind of thing. But yeah, this is basically just honey porridge. It's one of these ones where on the back it has like the line where you put the milk in it. This is so much easier, so much quicker. And yes, maybe it's not as good as like cooking porridge in a pan, but when you're just making it for yourself, this is honestly a lifesaver and I really like it. Then this goes in the microwave for 90 seconds. And while that's in the microwave, I'm gonna pop the kettle on. So the consistency of the porridge, not the best. Gonna just stir it quite a lot and then leave it to stand. But first, I want to hear no judgment, guys. I actually add a spoonful of drinking chocolate into this. This basically is to sweeten it. So it is honey flavoured and I love honey, but I always just kind of want a little bit more. But I don't want to put sugar straight into it. Also, we actually don't have sugar, like granular sugar, because I don't have it in drinks or anything. So we've had no reason to buy that here. So I've been using this, and don't knock it till you try it, trust me. So I've been using probably like about that much, just so that it fills the centre. Alternatively, I have also been using Biscoff at some points, like to switch it up a little bit, just to change the flavour. Biscoff and honey porridge is very, very nice, and this is elite, and I will not hear otherwise. This is literally a top tier spread. Very hard to mix anything without having both your hands free, so I'm going to come back to you once I've done this. Okay, now we have chocolate honey porridge. It is all mixed in. Still not done just yet, guys. I'm gonna let it stand for a second, so we're gonna pop that there. Because next up is my coffee. So, literally just instant coffee, the cheapest kind. It's nothing special. This is actually not the best, guys. Fill it up with water to about there. I mean, it's instant coffee. What else can I say? We're gonna go out for a proper coffee later, because that is in my daily routine at the moment, which is definitely very bad. Add a splash of milk, little mix, but that's basically it. It tastes how you imagine it would taste. It's not the best, it's not the worst. Do I prefer barista made coffee from a cafe? Yes. Am I gonna be a snob about it? No. This is basically my breakfast, but I am actually gonna chop this up and pop it in the porridge. Yeah, I could definitely have presented that a little bit better, but you get the general gist. We're gonna return to this very messy bed because, guys, the bed also doubles up as a sofa because the sofa is very broken and also very messy right now. The big job of today, guys, is to tidy the flat and start packing some stuff up. So we're not judging the mess, okay? We're gonna return to bed. We're gonna have breakfast in bed. Mainly because I have nowhere else to sit, to be honest. Gonna whack some YouTube on, gonna eat that, and gonna start my day. The good news is there's this little ledge at the edge of the bed, which is actually just perfect for putting food and drink. Hello guys, it has been a little while. I'm looking quite a lot more put together. I have washed and dried my hair. However, I am still sort of in the stage of tidying the flat where it kind of looks worse before it's gonna look better, but it is because I'm starting to pack everything up. Anyway, you don't care about that. That's not why you've clicked this video. It is lunchtime. It is currently 1:45 and I am actually gonna head downstairs to the cafe in the bottom of where we are living, or were living, for my lunch. Basically, there's this really nice cafe. I recommend it even if you're just visiting Melbourne. It's called Higher Ground. And they have this insane menu of like regular like breakfast and brunch foods, but all done slightly differently. Like they have smashed avocado and egg, which is like probably the most popular brunch here by a mile, but it's done on like a toasted pretzel and it just is insane. So I might have that, but I did have avocado and egg yesterday. So I don't know, I might get something different. There's actually a really lovely girl that watches my videos that works in there as well, so I'm gonna pop and see her. That's gonna be lovely. Probably gonna have another coffee as well, can't lie. Being in Melbourne has got me addicted to drinking like at least 2 coffees a day, which is so bad. I was not like that at home. Australia has converted me, but the coffee here genuinely is usually so good that it might be a problem. It could be. Anyway, we're gonna head for lunch now. So even though I did sit and have a good look at the menu and all the different options in Higher Ground, honestly, they have some great food options, but I did go for the classic that I said I was going to. This is their avocado and egg on a pretzel, and honestly, it is so nice, guys. I think there's just something about like how salty the pretzel is. This was delicious. Also, this egg was poached to perfection. Was very, very happy with my lunch choices. Okay, but that lunch was a 10 out of 10. I am so full, it is ridiculous. Avocado and egg is one of my favorite combinations. Like, it's just a good everything. It's a good breakfast, it's a good lunch. You could even have it for tea, dinner, whatever. But I have just popped to Coles to buy some bits for tea and dinner, as well as a couple of snacks, just because we actually have no snacks in. I also wanted to have some like classic Aussie snacks, just because it's an Australian eat with me. Eat with me? What I eat in a day. So I'm gonna show you just what I got from the supermarket. It's really not much. Firstly is this broccoli. Secondly is classic Domino pasta sauce. I'm not actually having pasta today, but I also got dinner for tomorrow. Ben's rice, because I don't want to hear any slander against this rice. This is way easier than cooking your own rice, especially if you're only cooking for one person, guys. So many different flavors, it's a win. And then I got these. I've never tried these before, but they're very Aussie, right? So Arnott's is kind of like, I was gonna say the Australian version of McVitie, but it's not really, because they have McVitie as well. It's just the main manufacturer of like biscuits and like snack bars, and basically every form of sweet treat here in Australia is made by Arnott's. And these are their hundreds and thousands, so they love sprinkles, or what we would call sprinkles. But I've never tried these before. But then guys, I did get the classics. I also picked up some Tim Tams, and the Tim Tams double coat, which is these ones here, are the best, because they basically have just a double layering of chocolate. So now I'm gonna crack on with just getting some work done this afternoon. The cafe was quite a busy environment to be working in, but I did sit in there for about an hour doing some typing, working on some stuff, and now I'm gonna spend the afternoon editing. Tom will be back from work any minute, because he did the breakfast shift this morning, so he'll be back soon, and I'm just gonna continue editing until dinner time, when I will pick you back up. It has been a little while. It is now a lot later in the afternoon. It's about 5 p.m. Tom is back from work. I have been drinking this throughout the afternoon, basically. I've just refilled it and had it in the fridge for the last hour so that it's nice and cold. But other than that, nothing to update you on until now, when I'm about to have my favorite snack of the day. So sometimes when Tom comes in from work, he gets to bring some of the bakery items home if they've not sold. And my favorite item from a bakery is, without doubt, a Portuguese tart or a nata tart or an egg tart, whatever you want to call it. One of those. Tom has very kindly brought one for me today, so I am about to have that and continue to drink. I think this is 1.5 liters, and I try and drink one full one of these each day, and then obviously I drink like 3 million coffees, 3 million teas constantly, always. But I try to drink one of these because they're quite a lot of water. I know I probably should still be drinking more, but this is what I'm gonna have now, just in case you didn't know what I meant from that description. I would call this a Portuguese tart or a nata tart, so I'm gonna eat this. Let me know in the comments what you would call it. Honestly, so underrated. It is a top tier pastry snack. So good. It has been a minute. It is now dark outside, and I'm gonna pop the oven on and make some dinner. Tom is back from work, as I mentioned, so I'm gonna cook for both of us tonight, and I've decided to do chicken, rice and veg, which sounds really basic, but this is my go-to meal for when I want to have like a fairly healthy but like filling dinner option. Now obviously mine is vegan chicken. It's like corn chicken schnitzel. I'll show you it. But Tom has an actual like chicken breast. Whack the oven on and we're gonna get making that. Making is a stretch. Not making it really, am I? I'm cooking it, but same. This is the corn schnitzel that I've been buying. I'd rather have like the corn chicken Kievs, but I can't ever find them here, so these are the closest things, and they're pretty good, to be honest. So these are just from Quorn. You can get them from other brands obviously, but this is the best veggie alternative, in my opinion. Okay, we're gonna ignore the weird lighting just because my torch is on, but it's very, very dark here. There's no like strip lighting under here, or there is, but it doesn't work. This has been my drink of choice with dinner every night. Now, do not knock this unless you have tried it. Trust me, it's basically like having a cocktail. I put like 1/3 of this in and then 2/3 of tonic water, and I think it's just because I am still in my obsession with tonic water era, but honestly, such an underrated drink. That much tropical juice, and then the rest tonic water. Yes, it's in a wine glass, guys. Sometimes you've got to pretend that you're bougie. There we go. It looks kind of a strange colour, but trust me, it is delicious. I will hear no slander for the tropical tonic. Chef's kiss. I'm gonna add a little bit of this to the vegetables while they're cooking, just to give it a bit more flavour. Teriyaki is like one of my favourite sauces, and it goes really well over the top of like broccolini. Okay, so we're not going to talk about the distribution of the teriyaki on my meal. The sauce is quite thick. You're meant to use a brush, but I don't have a brush, and obviously didn't brush it on to marinate beforehand because it's not real chicken, guys. But this is the best case scenario, right? The rest of it looks great. I'm so excited to eat the veg. I've kind of made the cauliflower into cauliflower cheese because we had some cheese left over and we're trying to use everything up out of the fridge. So I know cauliflower cheese doesn't really go with this, but I just thought what a great way to use the cheese up. And yeah, the rest of this all looks really, really good. It's garlic rice, teriyaki broccolini, corn chicken, cauliflower. Pretty boring, it's pretty average. I know that you're gonna probably be looking at this thinking, actually, what are you eating? But it's delicious, guys. This is a meal I can very much get behind. The drink looks delicious, this looks delicious. We're gonna put on a vlog and sit down together and have dinner, which I'm very excited about. With Tom now, we've just had dinner as you saw, and I thought we would try these because admittedly they're not really a dessert, it is a biscuit, but you know, a sweet treat is a sweet treat, and I feel like every single time I have a meal I have to have something sugary afterwards, just like a little something.
Everything is on it here.
I know that.
Like when you go into like a shop in England, like there's so many different brands of stuff. Like I know McVitie's is like the most popular or whatever, but there's loads of others.
It's so funny that you just said this because I literally explained this exact thing earlier, and I even mentioned McVitie's.
Have they got the monopoly of it?
Yeah, they must do.
Are they like? They got like a deal where like Australia just sells that on it.
Yeah, I wasn't really a big fan of them hundreds and thousands when we had them last time.
Yeah.
But they were on their own.
They're just so Aussie though, aren't they?
I feel like part of the biscuit, it might be alright.
Okay, we're in.
They look like those little disc things.
Oh, jazzles that they call them here.
No, not those.
They're like a donut thing. They're like an iced biscuit.
Oh, party rings?
Yeah, pie ring.
Yeah, a little bit.
I think it looks a bit like a pie.
A little bit, yeah.
No.
Not a fan?
Oh, no, it's alright, but it's not like a pie ring.
Oh. It smells like a party ring.
Yeah, no.
I could take it or leave it. I think maybe their target market for these might be like 4-year-old children.
Yeah, they're okay.
There you go, there's a close-up, guys, if you were interested.
They're alright.
They're not bad. Guys, you could probably tell by the state of me that it's a lot later on. It is now 10:30 in the evening and I am going to be making my final cup of tea for the day, and I'm going to have that with a little Tim Tam biscuit. Don't always do this, mainly just because quite often we don't have snacks. A lot of snacks in Australia, firstly, are quite expensive, and secondly, if I'm in on my own, I just think I'm the only person eating snacks, so if I don't buy them, I'm not snacking on junk food as much. But today I saw Tim Tams and I thought, yeah, I want to have a Tim Tam. Plus I'm filming this video, so any excuse. So I'm going to make a cup of tea, I'm going to have one of these, and that is going to be my final snack slash eating for the day.